Welcome to She is Resilient, a podcast for women on their healing journeys who are ready to start living their most authentic and empowered lives outside of survival mode. I'm your host, Tatiana, trauma and somatic therapist, as well as a holistic coach, and I'm on a mission to help more women heal their nervous systems. Each week, me and my guests are going to get real and vulnerable about the experiences that led us to becoming the empowered and resilient women we are today. You'll leave this podcast with the skills, knowledge, and inspiration to start creating the life you deserve. Because if another woman can do it, so can you. So today's question is, can your nervous system go backwards after discharging trauma and healing your nervous system? I got this question last week during my free community call, which you are all invited to. We meet on the third Tuesday of every month at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time via Zoom. And it's just a place to connect, to learn and practice free somatic tools to support your nervous system. So I would love to see you there. So at the end of our call last week, someone asked this really great question, and the answer to this question is yes. Your nervous system can go backwards or become dysregulated again. So just to clarify, regulating your nervous system doesn't mean calming the nervous system. I'm sure you've heard me say that numerous times if you've been following this podcast. So regulating your nervous system actually means to heal your nervous system so that it has more flow and flexibility without the nervous system getting stuck in survival states. Now, that doesn't mean that your nervous system never goes into a survival state. It just means that you don't get stuck there for hours, days, or months. So, a dysregulated nervous system means that a nervous system can't go into a sympathetic state of activation, fight or flight, without naturally coming back down into a parasympathetic state where it feels calm and settled. So, now that we understand what regulation and dysregulation mean, we can go back to the question of, can it go backwards or can it become dysregulated again? So the answer is yes, because supporting your nervous system needs to be a daily practice. Everything in your life is either supporting your nervous system or dysregulating your nervous system and keeping you in survival mode. From the food you eat, to your home and work environment, to the people you're spending time with, to the amount of movement your body is getting, and so on and so forth, right? Everything. So let's say you heal your trauma and you healed your nervous system so that you're no longer getting stuck in survival states. But then you start to not eat well, you spend time with people who make you feel unsafe, you have a toxic work environment, then your nervous system is most definitely going to become dysregulated again and quote unquote go backwards. So your daily habits are extremely important in supporting the overall health of your nervous system. That's why I truly believe that healing and supporting your nervous system requires a holistic approach, because we need to look at all the parts of you that are, again, supporting or dysregulating your nervous system. So I hope that makes sense, and don't forget that if you have a question that you would love for me to elaborate more on, you can submit your question through the link in the show notes. I know this was really short and sweet, but I hope it was helpful to some level. Happy Friday. I hope you enjoy your weekend, and I will see you in the next episode. Thank you so much for joining me today. If you absolutely loved this episode, I would so appreciate it if you subscribed and left a review on Apple Podcast, or take a screenshot and share this episode on social media. Don't forget to tag me at tatiana.holistic.coach. The more nervous systems we reach, the more generational cycles we break, and the more we contribute to a kinder and safer world. And if you're looking for somatic healing services, send me a DM and I'd love to chat on how I can support you. I'll see you in the next episode.